Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Lookin' at Crap, the series on my channel where I look at products and see whether it's a piece of crap or not. But anyway, sorry for the change of scenery once again. It seems like with all of my videos I have a different background for all of them, but that's just because of all the different moving around from the crash. If you saw my video where I said I was in a car crash, which by the way still am recovering and doing very, very well by the way. I'm currently in a boot, so not in a cast anymore, but I am doing a lot better. I can have partial weight on it now, so in that regard, doing great. But today, I wanted to bring to you another episode of Lookin' at Crap, and that's because since I've been here, this is actually at my in-laws' home, and I'll just be staying here just briefly until we can go back to Idaho where we normally are, and that's when I start to feel better. But while I was here, I found under the sink two of the, I could say, colossal piece of crap products that I was lucky to have graced unto my appearance. And I could say that these two fall into a category that easily can be lumped into crap, and that's because the brand that they come from is immediately associated with a certain franchise known as Walmart. And those products are the American Crew gels. Oh yeah. So I've done American Crew stuff in the past. I did American Crew pomade. That stuff sucks. It's garbage. And the American Crew, I think it's the, I don't know, can't even remember. I haven't used it in that long, but there was one American Crew product I used that was actually pretty good, actually. But the price point is ridiculous, and that's for all of them. So I found these down under, it was in the bathroom I was using under the sink, and I found them there, and I was like, oh, looking at crap. So I tried both of them, and yeah, I guess you'll just have to wait and find out and see how they are. But see my opinion on them, but I'll give you a hint. It's American Crew. But they come in two variants that I have so far. One of them was the bigger holding one. I think it's because they were my wife's brothers, and he just left them here, obviously, because they sucked. So this one is the firm hold styling gel. He had more of it because he liked a firm hold, and then the light hold styling gel. And they aren't really that different, but I guess it's just a marketing blurb that you can say that one's firm holding and one's light holding, and it's no surprise to me that the firm holding one is bigger because most guys would like a more firm holding product. But anyway, let's get into it. So because they are two different products, I'm going to use both different products at different times, going to wash my hair and then come back and show you what it's like. So let's start off with the light holding gel. If anyone knows me, I like light holding products. So this stuff just has the standard American Crew aesthetic. But what you immediately notice that if you see the product on the inside, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you'll definitely see when I squirt it out. This stuff is like liquid. If it's about here to the level on it, so you can't really see because of the lighting, but when you swish it down, it just goes bloop, and immediately just swishes down. This stuff is basically like water and filled with 50 million different chemicals that are not good for your hair, but I'm going to put them in anyway. So if I open it up, you see that it is slimy and goopy and just covered in all of this nonsense and kind of a mess. And I have nothing in my hair right now, and as I don't even put any pressure on it, it just slowly comes out. I'm putting zero pressure on it, and it just goops out and kind of goes up when it comes out. And as it emulsifies in the hand, it just feels like straight up water. You guys know how I feel about hair gel in the past. I've talked about it plenty of times that before my mission, I was pretty, I could say pretty much like against it. I totally thought it was evil. I hated it. And I was like, the pomade gods would frown upon you if you used hair gel. But through my mission, I could never find pomade that wasn't just pure petroleum jelly. And when you're in 110 degree sun, you'd rather have something with a little bit more oomph to it. So I used hair gel when I was on my mission and found out, I'm like, you know what? There are some really good hair gel brands. And now I should mention what it smells like, because I can smell the scent right now, and it just smells like straight up chemicals. It does not smell good. It smells just, there's no, usually these American Crew products have something to them that they smell like, you know, something, but this just smells like straight up chemicals. Does not smell good. And just, you can just feel as you put it into your hair, it's just getting so unbelievably dry. You can just feel it as you put it in your hair. It just feels really crispy and crunchy and dry and just all around not nice. My hands are starting to feel really sticky, and just not good. So I'm going to start to style my hair, and as you'll notice as I start to style, obviously it's light holding, you know, so you shouldn't expect a whole lot, but it just doesn't give really any kind of natural height to it. One thing I do like about light holding products that you guys know is that I like when something's light because it can give you natural volume that your hair normally has, but doesn't weigh it down. Now this stuff, the reason it sucks and why it's bad is because it takes the one thing that light products are good at and does the exact opposite. Light products are good because they don't weigh your hair down. That's why it's called light. But this stuff is so wet and dense, it just feels like your hair has water in it. And it gives it no natural volume and no natural height. If I try to kind of poof my hair up in the front, you can get a little bit to it, but it's just nothing that you would expect from a light holding product. I could get huge volume before, but I just can't with this stuff, and it's just all around not good. And this right now, it just still feels very wet and light in the hair. My hair was bone dry when I put it in, and it just feels very wet as it goes in, but when it dries up like a rock. It is just stiff and stone and crisp and gross and yucky and all around not good. Now, because I found this stuff under the sink, I don't know how much it costs, but I can tell you based on performance alone, if you're looking for a hair gel of any kind, even if you don't want a heavy holding hair gel, hair gel isn't heavy in the first place. It's why it's so liquidy. So if you get something that's light holding hair gel in the first place or in that way, it's already just doo-doo. And it's just the one thing that hair gel is good at, the one thing light holding products are good at, this stuff just doesn't do. And it's just not good. So this one is certifiably a piece of crap. I'm going to go wash this out and put in another one. All right, I just washed my hair, and time to put more of this nonsense in there. You probably noticed something, that my hair doesn't look all that different with it now being washed and with no product in it. That's because this product doesn't really do anything. Now I can kind of reflect back and tell you that's another con about this stuff, is that it just feels like your hair is wet. And if you style your hair and you think it looks fine wet, that's pretty much all it's gonna do. That's really all it does do. So anyway, enough of this one. It's garbage. Let's talk about something else that's garbage. The Firm Hold Styling Gel. Lot bigger container, but same American Crew aesthetic and same American Crew quality that we've come to know and love. So this one hasn't been opened in a while. Used it about a week ago. But same kind of problems as it has with this one. Yeah, you could say it's a little bit thicker because it's firm hold, but honestly, this is just me, I really think they just re-released the same product twice and said one was firm hold and one was not, because they honestly are just much of the same. You see the way it comes out. This one has a little bit of a more it's not as clear. It's got kind of look kind of nasty if you ask me, but it honestly feels identical in the hair. And as far as the firm hold, all the firm hold really does, because I told you the light hold one dries up like a rock. This one also dries up like a rock, but it makes your hair feel more dead, if that makes sense. They both dry up like a rock. It's just that the American Crew Firm just makes it so unbelievably crunchy. It could survive a tornado, but what's so sad about products like this, like if you use something like one of those gel type water-based pomades, they're super heavy and super thick in the hair, that even you could say they could survive a tornado or something, that they keep your hair more sturdy and indestructible. Whereas stuff like this, because the material and the product itself is more loose, to me it feels like it's not as strong, not as indestructible, even if you just cake it on. I've used in the past stuff like the Panad's Clubman styling gel that works just fine. I found other hair gels that work just fine, but this is not a good option. It really is the bottom of the barrel when you come to the American Crew products. At least the pomade has stuff going for it, that it's a water type, gel type pomade that doesn't harden and it's really shiny. This stuff's not shiny at all. You can see my hair is matte black, and it's not going to change at all. When it hardens, it's not shiny. It's just not good. Now, certainly you could say, well, Cameron, you don't have the right hairstyle for it. That could be true. Could be doing like a back slick back, or a 90s highlighted spikes. I don't know. You could do that, the Guy Fieri. But either way, I cannot recommend these. There's just so many better options for hair gel. And when it's a better option for hair gel, that's bottom of the barrel. That's quite bad. I don't even know why I'm trying to make my hair look nice, but it's just, you can see it's got like a wedge, a lump, because the volume just cannot come out of this stuff. And you know what? Now that I really did say at the beginning of the video that this was the worst one of the two. Now, I haven't used this. I used this like a week ago. Now that I used this like a week ago, I'm realizing I think this one's the worst one out of the two. At least with this one, you could get some, because it's not so weighty to it, I guess. Kind of. They're both weighty. My hair wasn't looking like total doo-doo, but like right now it's just totally not working for me. Jeez, I'm not going to keep picking at this. It's pretty bad. But anyway, bottom line, final verdict on both of the American Crew Light Hold and Firm Hold Gel. They're terrible. It's crap. I am definitely looking at crap when I look at these two right here. Not good. Cannot recommend. And if you have any sense in trying to get your hair game up, trying to do a better job with the kind of products you're getting, if you've used these in the past, the best thing to do would be to avoid them. Try out, if you're a hair gel kind of guy, try out an easy water-based gel type pomade. Some Tres Flores molding pomade, some Layrite, I'd even go as far as, this is bad, I would even go as far to say that you could even get away with Suavecito is better than this stuff, honestly. And you guys know my emotions on that one. So anyway, there you have it. That is another episode of Looking at Crap.